Okay, so this video is going to be about how I bathe Alaina, well, mostly wash her hair. I'm not going to show bathing her. And kind of how I do it with 2 kids. I bathe them both at the same time. This is how my bathroom is set up. This is her bath seat. This was Allison's bath seat, but I don't use it as a bath seat at all. I find it to be a horrible bath seat. It's from, oh gosh, I want to say Bright Stars. I'm not sure. But I used Allison, but it makes it harder to bathe them than it makes it easier. It just makes it hard. So I use it just as a bathroom seat for Alaina. And then I sit her in it like this when I have to come down to go to the bathroom or whatever. And when I am giving her a bath, when it's just her and I'm getting in the tub with her, I sit this next to the tub, I lay a towel down, and then I lay her on it so the towel's already there and she's just in a diaper. And then I get in the tub, I get the water ready, and I take her diaper off and I pull her in with me. And when she's done, I just lay her right back in it with the towel. I wrap her up, and then I get out of the tub and I pick her up and we're done. That's what I use it for, just a bathroom seat. But it works nice like this. And Allison couldn't wait to get in the tub, so Miss Alaina was in the middle of her nap and she has to finish her nap in her bath seat. But this is mostly about how I wash her hair and how I washed Allison's hair. This video is mostly for Allison. So you can see Allison's hair is she's 2, almost 3. She'll be 3 in December. These pigtails are good, like 5-6 inches long, and her hair is really long when it's down, which has rarely been down this summer because it's just too hot for her hair to be down. What I used with Allison was this, and I don't use it anymore because, and this is just recently, these bristles have come off there, and there, so I don't use this one anymore. This is the one that they used in the hospital to show me how to wash her hair, and I used it on her ever since. But I use these ones now. These are Alaina's, so this is not as fine-toothed as that one is, but it works. And this one's just really, really, really soft. And you know, shampoo and body wash and stuff. And I always bring an aspirator down just because you never know if you're gonna need one, just if water goes where it's not supposed to go, and a binky that's safe to use in the water. And it's not gonna get ruined in the water. I mean, Q-tips and all that, blah blah blah. I have a regular washcloth that I use to wash her body with, and then a really thin one that you can find these even at the dollar store, but I think these are Baby RS brand. And I wrap them up in rubber bands just because if Allison gets into everything, and if I find this on the floor and it's wrapped up, then I know that it's still clean and it doesn't need to be tossed into the wash. But I use the really thin ones to wash her face and to wipe out her gums, and this one to wash her body with. That's how I've always done it. So what I do when I'm bathing the both of them is Alaina will sit happily in this seat, if not sleeping, and I will bathe her, scrub her all up, and then just let her play, because what 2-year-old doesn't want to play in the tub for an hour? And she's all done and over with, and then I come to her and I will wash her hair, wash her face, her mouth, and then her hair, and then put her in the tub. Well, her to the sink. Her tub is the sink. I put a blanket in here. I'll fold it up a few times so it's nice and comfy. Her head sits right about here. And then I take a couple of washcloths, just, whatever washcloths, and I make like a little seat. So one leg goes along here and one leg goes along here. And this sink makes like a perfect little tub for her. So no point in really going out and buying one because they're just too, and my bathroom's so tiny, I cannot fit anything in this bathroom. I have to work with what I got here. So after I'm done scrubbing Allison and she wakes up, I will wash her hair and show you how I wash her hair. Okay, so what I've got here is a washcloth behind her neck, like on her shoulders, so when she gets all soapy and wet, she's not going to get slippery. A towel on my knee and a towel on the floor to catch anything that might get her. I just take the small washcloth first. Well, I got the sink filled with warm water and stopped up. And I wipe her face off with the small one. Get all around her nose, and her eyes, her eyebrows. And I get under her neck because I don't really like to use soap in there, just in case some might be left in there. I don't want it to like irritate her neck. Oh, so tight. And I get behind her ears. Yeah. And then I rinse it out. Wring it out real good again. And I get in her mouth. You gonna let me in there? Yeah. And wipe her gums. And her cheeks, on the inside of her cheeks. And then I get her tongue. And the roof of her mouth real good. Oh, no, sweetie. It's okay. And then I've got a thicker washcloth that I just wet her hair with at first. Just dampen it a little bit, just to kind of let her know what's going to happen. Yeah. Sometimes she absolutely loves this, and other times she doesn't, which, you know, any baby, you can't really predict if they're going to be happy or not getting a bath. And then I let it get real damp, and I just squeeze a little bit. Oh, sweet pea. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you got some gas, and I'll just drizzle it, and that's why I got the towels on my leg and the floor. Okay. And I put a little bit of soap. First I'll rub it all in, just to get it spread out everywhere. That smells so pretty, huh, baby? Get it all over. Then I get my hand rinsed off. And I dip I'm going to use the brush. And you want to go in all different directions that the hair's growing. Just make it go all over. And when Allison had cradle cap, she had it one time. I used, oh gosh, what was it? It was just a cheap cradle cap care that I got at a baby shower. And she was napping before her bath, and I damped the top of her head where it was, and I massaged it really good with a comb, or with a brush actually. It was one of these brushes, and it went away. And I washed her hair like this after that, and it went away. But you just want to, I like to think that it stimulates it really good. And if you look at the brush when you're done, there might be some hairs in there, because it's going to help take the hairs out that are going to fall out, the baby hairs that are going to fall out, and let the new ones grow in. Alaina's hair, though, is 100% different than what Allison's was. Hers is a lot thinner, and she's pretty bald on top, as you can see right here. She's pretty bald. But there is hair there. It's just real thin and very blonde, but it is there. So I kind of like pay attention to that spot a lot, and on the sides. But you just go in all different directions, all over the place, swirl it around. And Alaina loves it. She loves, and Allison loved this part too. Then you take your washcloth again that you had, the thick one, and wring it out, and just get the majority of the soap off. Yeah, you don't like this part when it's over, huh? Just get the soap off. Then you dip it again, but leave some soap on it, or leave water on it, and just wring it out. Oh, you have gas really bad, huh, baby? It's okay, huh? Say, Mommy, I have gas. I'm having some gas today. Yeah, and you just wring it real good. You might have to do it a couple of times. There we go. There we go. And then I just pull this towel up that's been behind her back to dry her hair off with. Yeah, and then the bath comes next. And then the bath comes next. But when you do this, like, the first few times that you do it, you might, like she has some skin that's coming off because of it. This is not cradle cap. This is just skin that needs to come off. Just naturally shedding skin. But not to worry. That happened with Allison, but it didn't stay very long. Okay, and that's how we do it. And I'll put her back in her seat, and then we oh, let me grab the camera really quick. And then her hair's all dry and everything, and then I can take my time setting up the tub, and she still has her diaper on and everything, and she's still happily playing in the tub. But that's how I do it, and I hope that it showed really good. But you basically just use the little comb and swirl it around. You can, the brush or the comb, it doesn't really matter. And when I'm done with the comb, I forgot to show, I just take it and I swirl it on the towel that's on my knee, and I like tap it out like this and just swirl it to get it real dry, and then just let it air dry. But I hope that helps. And if anybody's watching this besides just Allison, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to bathe their kid or wash their hair. That's just how I did it. And Allison's hair is really long. I don't really know if that helped it at all, or, I mean, it obviously couldn't have hurt it. So, but I just wanted to share that. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks for Allison's, Alaina's 2-month update. She is 6 weeks old and 1 day today. So I'm gonna finish her bath and get her upstairs in bed. Honey, you like it in your bath, huh? No. And Allison's playing in there like a crazy girl. Okay.